Hey, and welcome to another episode of Love in Black with Tory and Terry.
Hey, you guys. You know, it's funny. We were just talking about the fact that people mix us up all the time. I'm Terry. My husband is Tory. So I don't know what it is. I'm the I. He's the O. I'm not really quite
Big
sure.
O.
Yes, he's the O. But I am the I, and it's Tory and Terry, and I'm Terry, and it's my husband Tory. But we are glad to be here tonight. We got a good show for you guys.
Great show, great show. Do you want to tell them who we got?
Yeah, well, we have Kiland. Mr. Houston. He is a musician. He is amazing and fabulous at the same time, explosive. He's with us tonight.
Yep.
And then tonight's topic?
Love under new management.
Yes, indeed. Woo, it's going to be good. Real good.
It truly is.
Excited.
You know, I was excited actually when we got the letter from her. And I started reading it and I was like, okay, she's giving us our props here. But then she goes on and talks about some things and I'm like, this is great, especially with Kiland, aka Mr. Houston, with him being on tonight. We are going to talk about love under new management. How do you get there? And although the
New perspective.
topic is and the perspective is for women, the thing is that guys, if you want to be this special person in this woman's life, you should pick up on her tips.
Opportunity.
Opportunity.
Night.
So check this out, though. Want to tell them about our new sponsors, or you want me?
We can kind of do it together. Let's just kind of piggyback. I will speak in terms that kind of goes in kind of hand in hand with this. We have Benita Ledette, and it's Love in a Box. And it's by Unique Heart is the name of her company. She was here a couple of weeks ago. She was on with Team Wilson. And she talked about her business, and it's Love in a Box, and it's about women really coming into their own, their self-discovery, putting away old fears and just putting on new power. And so that speaks to, she's our sponsor, and she's going to be sponsoring a woman that wants to be, a part of this and go through this journey. She wants to sponsor a couple just the same. And so she is our new sponsor, and that is Benita Ledette with a Unique Heart. And that goes really well with Love Under New Management. So we're going to kind of put all this stuff together. And you want to tell them about the other sponsor we have?
So since we're talking about love, one of our favorite restaurants in the Houston area decided to become a sponsor as well. So we got two new sponsors in 1 week. So we really appreciate it. The restaurant is Grace's, and that's in Houston. Sorry about that for the other people that look at us from the West and the East Coast. But this is one of our favorite restaurants. And for those of you that don't know, it's a Johnny Carrabba's, one of his restaurants, one of his family restaurants, I should say. So you guys heard of Carrabba's, but this restaurant is, it's kind of special, and it's really special to us because not only do we go there all the time, but we do go there for special times. So this is an honor to actually be able to do that. So we're going to have some giveaways for the gift cards for Carrabba's. For Grace's, but we're also going to have something special.
Yeah, we're going to reveal that.
I know, right?
Should we tell them now?
Yeah, I'll tell them now.
So you guys see the box? This box here represents, and you see it's black. It's love in black. And this box represents everything that we're going to give you. Inside this box is t-shirt, Love in Black t-shirt, Love in Black mask, as well as the gift card for Gracie's. So for dinner, you can go for dinner, for lunch, they have brunch. But we are excited because we are going to pick, so we need to hear from you. We're going to pick a name. We're going to pull a name of those that write in to our email address. Honey, what's our email address?
loveinblack, the number 1 at gmail.com. And all you have to do is just write in the subject line the reason that you love in Black.
That's it. And we're pulling names. We'll take all of them. And whoever the winner is, yes.
We will grant
you with a gift card, a t-shirt, and a mask.
Yeah. And we are going to do that live on air. So check this out. How about instead of going to commercial, how about we bring our guests on?
Let's do it. I'm ready. And I'm excited for them to meet them. So let's do it.
Cool.
Okay.
So we told you we have musical talent, Kiland, a.k.a. Mr. Houston here. And we just want to introduce you guys to him because not that we know him personally, but we went to one of his shows one night, and he really hooked us up. So we thought we would return to the favor.
He's amazing. His music is amazing. He's just amazing.
Yeah.
And he's an entertainer. Absolutely.
Exactly. So let's welcome,
without further ado,
Kiland, aka Mr. Houston.
Yay!
Yay! Hello.
What's up, brother?
That is Terry and Tory with the big O.
With the big O. The big O. That's right.
Listen, it is such a blessing.
I used to be the little O,
here.
but now I'm just the big O.
Oh, hey.
It's good to have
you.
you.
Got it going on. Likewise, thank you all.
It's so good to have you tonight. How you been?
Tonight it's great. I've been wonderful. I've just been enjoying this weather. It changed in Houston, and man, I tell you what it feels like. See, I'm from California, so it feels a little bit like home for me. So
Yeah.
I'm happy.
I did not know you were from Cali.
Yes, sir. LA, well, I got to Texas as soon as I can. I've been here over 20 years, but California is my home. That's where I'm from. Yes, sir, indeed.
Shout out
she's
to Cali. I'm like,
yeah,
everybody knows, all of our viewers know.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, he's from Cali. Yes,
Yeah.
you guys. So I'm Cali. I'm Berkeley, California. Yes.
Oh,
So Cali
Berkeley
in the house.
building. Hey.
Yes. So this is amazing. This is amazing because the energy is here. And when he said the weather, absolutely the weather. This weather is like, loving it.
Girl,
Loving
I feel
it.
like I'm back.
Hey,
listen, all we need to do now is just go to Grace's and sit on the patio.
Let's do
it.
Right.
That's
right.
a day.
You've been to Grace's before.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah,
Oh God, I love it.
Wonderful Grace's.
Love the food.
Ooh, the food is fabulous.
Love the
the
food.
service, the ambience, everything is wonderful.
Hey, matter of fact, while we're talking about, I'm gonna give a special shout out to my favorite server over there. What's up, Jose?
Jose, he knows our whole
Jose,
family.
I know Jose.
Yeah, he knows our whole family. Yeah,
He knows the whole family, and he doesn't forget anything. He knows what we order. He knows even what our daughters order.
Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah, shout out to Lauren too. Hey, Lauren.
Indeed.
So what have you been up to, man? We, with the coronavirus and everything, all these concerts have been going on online. But you actually did a show last week at our little spot where we met you at the first time, Sugars.
Yes, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
last week.
Last week I did a show there, and I'm so excited because tonight is just going to be. It's a great night. Houston has so much to offer, but of course, with the coronavirus, it's a new normal. We're having to readjust. Everybody's having to adjust. And of course, the entertainment industry, I owned a restaurant downtown. And of course, that was impacted and is now, now inoperable. But God is good. And as long as you can realize that whatever you've done, you can do it again.
Yes.
Exactly.
And you might do it better. And that's
Exactly.
I think that's what Corona has given us the ability to press reset. And reset, I tell you what, if I could reset and get my 20s back or my 30s back, I'd be great.
Hey, send me that button before you
I'm
push
gonna reset right now.
Send me that button because I need one now. Remember that commercial?
Yes,
I don't want to say the name, but you remember the commercial with the big red button and you push it and your stress goes away? Yeah.
Of course,
Let's push it and we get back to our 20s, okay?
But it's actually been good to us too. I mean, this is a new show. So I mean, it has. I mean, I know God's people. We will prevail. We will.
Yeah.
And so
We will.
He's on our side.
Listen, here it is right quick. And I don't want to get too deep in this, but I got to say this. We've always had a COVID. In other words, we've always had something in our lives that came out of nowhere, that affected everything, that caused us to rebuild and to restart over. Sometimes it's a divorce, sometimes it's the loss of a parent, sometimes it's a sick child, sometimes it's relocation of a job. But there's always been something in your life that you didn't plan on, that affected everything, affected your money, affected your marriage, affected it. So we are tripping now thinking that this is just a catastrophe. All it is a pandemic that everybody is having to adjust to. But if you look back over your life, you've had other pandemics. They didn't look like COVID, but there's something that happened that God brought you through. And that's what it's about. Get your mind right.
Ooh, I love it.
You know what?
Fire.
I say that at least 20 times a day about getting your mind right. In counseling, we tell everybody, hey, this is your new normal, what's coming up, right? So we let them know it's all about a mindset change. We want you to become marriage-minded. Whether you're single, engaged, or already married, we want you marriage-minded. And that's, So in the tune of love.
Yeah.
So Hey, let's talk
Don't
about
start
some.
nothing, Doc, because I'm newly in love. So don't start
Oh,
nothing.
that's
'Cause I'm ready for
cool.
you
Oh,
to
you
drink.
want to
I'm
tell us
ready
about
for
it?
you to
We will
drink.
be talking about that. Go ahead, honey.
Yes.
Hey, speaking of love, speaking of music, I know you got some new stuff coming out, but we sent in a video. You sent in a couple of videos, but we want to play one of them right now. You want to walk us through it?
Well, this first song that I want to play with you is actually a song that is dealing with the reality that the homeless. It's
Mm.
called "People Who Forgot." It's a song that actually is dealing with the reality, kind of like what we were talking about earlier, about the fact that everybody is one step away, one tragedy away from a catastrophe. And unfortunately, with 207,000 people that have died, that have lost, this reality is now has transcended race,
Mm.
transcended economic barriers, transcending left, right, Democratic or Republican. It doesn't matter whether you're Baptist or Catholic or Presbyterian or atheist. Pain is pain. I remember the L&D unit when I was in there. I actually delivered two of my children at home. But
Mm.
in the L&D delivery, that's labor and delivery. There is no unique sound. Everybody's in pain, and every woman in there is delivering something. So this song is actually dealing with the fact that transition is difficult, and specifically dealing with the topic of our homeless, and dealing with the fact that we are just one step away, and that Christ was homeless too. He didn't even have a hotel. He was born in a manger. So it gives you the simplicity of identifying that there is a transition in your life that can happen through circumstances, but you can survive that too. This one's called People Who Forgot.
That's awesome,
Oh
man.
my
Hey,
gosh, I
we love
love it.
social conscious
Love it.
items. So we're
Yeah,
gonna play this
yeah.
video, and we'll be right back after the video clip.
Don't go away.
All right.
People see a lot, yet there are few changes. From our youth, we're taught not to talk to strangers, but from that stranger's view, they are not the stranger. But what is strange is that you don't see the danger, 'cause they are much like you, losing something daily. The difference is that you can't perceive that maybe you could be alone. You could lose your home as people see somehow.
Man, Kylan, you did it, man. That was a very impactful video.
Very gripping.
A lot of, people, I mean, Houston is one of the areas where I've been. I travel all over the United States myself, and Houston is one of the areas where I really see a lot of the most homeless people. How did you capture that?
For me, my first dealing with being with homelessness, I've had one experience with being homeless, and that was living in my car. I never had to live on the street or literally sleep on the pavement, but I did have the fortunate privilege of working with a local charity event here in Houston that's called the Star of Hope. At the time, they had 3 locations: a women's and a men's shelter, and then a women and children's shelter. And basically that transitional type of thing where they bring people into it, it's really hard, because sometimes, you can be homeless and not even know it. And sometimes being homeless is not necessarily not having a home, but you can be in a home and homeless.
Yeah,
you can be in a situation.
Kylie, we always hear some people may be one paycheck away from being homeless. I mean, how true is that to what you just said?
Well, I think under the current times, Tory, I think under the current times that the economy and the 30 million plus people that have filed for unemployment. I heard last week that 40,000 people have been laid off from the actual aviation and airports. Okay. I think that now we're living in the period where it is demonstrated that COVID is making some of us. There are people listening to us that either know somebody or that are themselves either facing eviction, facing a foreclosure, facing a bankruptcy. It is a reality, unfortunately, with 1 out of 3 Americans right now in this country. So now the people who forgot, it's kind of hard to forget because, now the COVID has spread not only to us, but it has even infected the White House. So no one's exempt from the desperation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hey, look, you saw my wife did.
I'm not touching it.
We're not touching that one at all. Yeah.
But you're absolutely right.
Fake news.
You're absolutely right. I'm not doing this, you guys. I'm so not doing this. You're absolutely right. Like you said, I mean, the way you delivered that was perfect because that's exactly what it is. Now, look, a pandemic, meaning that no one is untouchable. No one.
No one is untouchable.
No, not a one.
No one's untouchable. No, not one. Yeah.
No, not a one.
Well, we got love under new management, though.
We do. We do. We do. Let's go there. Yeah.
He got it.
I love it. I told you guys. I told you he was fabulous. I told you the energy is off the charts. This is why we love Mr. Kiland being with us. Mr. Houston. Yes.
The first time we actually saw you on the show. Oh my God. I know we're going from the video to this, but my wife just got me thinking. We saw you. We thought the show was over, and then all of a sudden you started singing. What's that one?
The Bruno Mars?
Bruno
God.
Mars.
We partied
and then we
so
started,
hard.
Everybody was dancing at the tables.
Anywhere you were partying. I know people were in the bathroom partying. But the thing that's so neat that I knew that I really, first of all, it's an experience, you guys. That's the thing about Kiland. He's an experience.
Yep.
It's not just listening to an artist, a musician. He is a full-on experience. And so it was such a treat. I had so much footage of you in my phone to where it was like, you're out of memory. You're out of memory. I can take a picture. I can do nothing. It was like, oh gosh, I gotta clear some of this out. How do I move this? Because I'm not that techie. I did because you want to capture everything. You think you got it, the perfect shot, and you're doing a little bit of video, and then you're partying too. So you got to hold your phone still. And the next thing you know, it's like you play something else. It's like, oh shoot, I got to get this. I mean, that's how it is with him. It's just amazing to watch him perform.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey,
thank you so much.
Check it out, Colin. So we had family in from Cali that night, and you did the thing where we were going all around saying, "Hey, how did you guys meet?" Yeah. So it was interesting because they were here for a week, so we introduced them to our radio show, and they were just like, "Man, you guys got it going on." And then that night, which was a couple of nights later, we took them to Sugars, and you were performing, and they loved it. But it was like when you would come over to our table and you were like, "Hey, what do you guys do?" I mean, you were just talking to us very casually, like, and my boy, he thought that, man, you guys got it going on like this. You got the radio station. You know these people.
You know this guy.
And we were fronting because we had just got the radio station. I mean, the radio show. And then you just happened to come over to our table.
Like, this is a good look.
I remember that night, guys. I remember that night. That is just amazing.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. And just the fact that we've grown now. Oh, wow. And so now, as you see, we're on television as well.
It's a reunion.
Yeah, so this is like a reunion.
That is amazing. And let me stop right there and just that's why it's so important, guys. Under this new management, that's why it's so crucial that you make sure that you treat people with dignity and respect, because you never know who you're meeting. And you never know what's their next chapter. Their next chapter may be, they may be in a position to open up a door for you on television, open up a door for you as equity in a company.
Hey, Kylan, let's put a pin in that.
Yeah.
Let's put a pin in that, and we're going to go to commercial.
We're going to go to commercial. Keep it coming, Kylan. We love it. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. Thank you.
We'll be right back to Love in Black after these messages.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office, like the new 2020 XT4 Premium Luxury, only $359 a month. The new 2020 XT5 Premium Luxury Collection, $399 a month. Or the first ever 2020 XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, just $499 a month. All for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase and choose 0.9% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 bonus cash. Visit RonCarterCadillac.com.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote by mail-in ballot.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person.
I'm a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote early.
I am a Texas voter.
And I plan to vote safely in person. In this coming election, voters aged 50 plus
will make all the difference.
Will make the difference.
Will make the difference. Will make the difference.
Will make the difference in elections across the state.
So make a plan now.
So you can vote however you choose.
It doesn't matter
where you vote,
how you vote, or who you vote for.
What matters is that you have a plan to vote.
For more information,
head to
aarp.org/tx.
Vote.
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 Đi bầu cử.
और वोट करना मत भूलिएगा.
Vote.
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 唔該，去投票。
In this coming election, voters age 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose. In this coming election, eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org/tx. I'm Chloe Dow, and I'm a Texas voter.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
And now, back to Love in Black with Tory and Terry.
Hey, for those Luther fans out there, that wasn't Luther. We sorry, but our man Kiland, he got it on lockdown, doesn't he?
Oh my God, he brings it so much. And I mean, I could just feel it. Superstar.
I love Superstar.
Oh, I gotta get my fan.
Hey, Kiland, she bringing out the fan on you, man.
Oh no, but listen, don't you remember you told me you love me, baby?
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm not even a woman, and I need a fan.
It's a treat. It's a treat.
It's a treat.
Yeah.
You guys have got to see him. You got to find a way to see him. Even if you go online and see him, but you got to find a way to see him.
Well, I'll tell you what, November 9th, you have your first solo project in, what, 20 years?
Yes. It's called His Love Confessions. It's my first solo project, R&B solo project in about 20 years. I've got a Christian album out that actually preceded it called Count Your Blessings, which is actually downloadable right now on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you buy music. Inspirational. But the His Love Confessions is a new CD where I'm telling the ladies and the men how I feel about love and how I feel about relationships. This is the cue. I've done some over the last 20 years. I've done some due diligence of some studies with friends and colleagues and businessmen. And so this album also services as a source to understand the psyche, the mentality, the emotions of men. So therefore it's called His Love Confessions. I pay a tribute to Luther. I do some Donny Hathaway, some Stevie. I even do some original material. And so I'm really excited about that. But it drops on my birthday. November 9th is my birthday.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Hey, man, I love those. I mean, we're both old Donny Hathaway fans, you know. So not only...
Stevie? Yes.
Yeah, Stevie.
Hey.
Stevie and Donnie. Stevie and Donnie, you know, I couldn't get to them all. Stevie, Donnie, Sam Cooke, Nat King Cole, even Frank Sinatra. I love all of those. But listen, before I forget, I wanted to let you all know that weekend, I'm being honored and recognized by the BMAs, the Black Music Association. That is actually an award ceremony that's national in 7 different cities: Chicago, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Detroit, Atlanta, and Houston. Your boy has been nominated in 2 categories: Best Male
Vocalist. I told you I voted for you.
Best Live Entertainment.
Yeah, I told you I voted for you. Remember that?
Yes, and so that night, tonight's Friday night. So listen, mark the date, November 8th at the BMAs. You mark the date. Go to my YouTube. You go to my actual Facebook. It's Kiland Norris on Facebook and Kiland Entertainment on Instagram, or just Google me and you'll find out more information, and vote for your boy because I need the help. I need the support.
And that's so cool to have.
You guys heard
have that on the 8th, and then you do your drop
the day before the album drop.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
That's
man.
God.
It's gonna be a
timing.
great weekend.
That's right. God's timing. That's right. That's right.
It is.
Hey,
it really is.
let me ask you a question. You mentioned several artists, and we've seen you. You know, we've seen you in person, and we listen to your videos, and you do a lot of different covers. Who's your favorite cover?
My favorite cover, I would think, my favorite cover is Stevie, because I love Stevie.
Okay.
You know, the sing along your love with a dozen roses, make sure that she knows it. With the flower from your heart. I love all that. And overjoy.
Hey, our favorite one is Ass. Our favorite one is Ass.
Yeah.
There's so many. I have so many though. I have so many. I mean, Hotter Than July. There's so many.
Yeah, I love it. But then again, we got Kim, and then we got Anthony Hamilton, and then we got, of course, Frank Sinatra. I really love jazz, to be honest with you. One of my favorite songs to sing is actually Georgia on My Mind, which is Ray Charles.
Ray Charles.
But of course, I'm known for Luther because my timbre, for some reason, is similar to his, and that's really unintentional. But to God be the glory for that.
Yeah.
Amen.
Hey,
Amen.
who?
I love how you give God the glory for everything. So do we.
Exactly.
Hallelujah. Yes, Lord.
Yep.
Yes.
He gave
wasn't
us
for
everything.
him.
Yep.
I'm breathing his air right now. So
Amen. On credit. On credit. We ain't going there.
Won't do it. And I'm late on my payments.
Okay.
Hey, Colin, when you when you're doing these covers, what I mean, you just can't go into Stevie mode or Luther mode like that. I mean, what are you prepping for? Let's say when you're doing Luther. I mean, are you listening to some cuts before you get to the venue, or are you just how do you channel them?
Well, I don't, to be honest with you, I never channel them because I'm not them. I can't. I would be a horrible remake of any artist that you made. The how I channeled them began when I was pre-puberty. I did cleanup. I did chores. Mama had chores, and on Saturdays we do chores, and we had two things to look forward on chores. Number one, she was gonna get us up. Three things. Number two, there was gonna be pancakes if you did it good, and number three, we was gonna listen to Peebo Bryce and the Whispers, the Spinners, Luther Vandross, Sam Cooke, Roberta Flack, and all of that. So I was fed music as a kid. So I'm basically just singing what I've heard all of my life, And so I don't try I don't take any thought of how I'm going to sing or what I'm going to sing. What I do is I have ingested the music and then I interpret it in a way that is Kiland, and then I think that's what gives me my signature.
Put your own touch on it. We love that.
And the whistle while you work. I mean, it's the same way that I do chores and I clean. I got to have the music just going. My husband's the same way.
Oh, I got to have the music.
Music just.
We're a musical family already.
Oh, gosh. And I mean, my husband even cooking. Yep, the same thing. I mean, the music's going. I mean, we know. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. I get on my wife's nerves with that sometimes, but it
sets the atmosphere.
I know it does. It
sets the atmosphere.
Hey, Kylie, have you opened up? I mean, we have a lot of artists that we love, but have you opened up for any, or did? I think my wife wanted to ask you this, but I'm just kind of incorporating it into my question. But have you either opened up for anyone that we love, or who's your what you say, crush duet?
He's all in my lane. It's okay.
My crush duet.
Yeah.
Now
who's
the
your
first part of the question.
Your celebrity crush duet.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
My celebrity crush duet. There's too many. I love Jasmine Sullivan. I love Jonathan Butler. I love Kim Burrell. But there are singers that make a singer not want to sing, and that's a difference. But and I've been fortunate enough to share the stage with some of the greatest. I've shared the stage with Stevie Wonder, with Smokey Robinson, with Gerald Albright, Take Six. I've shared the stage with so many wonderful artists, Mesa, with Phil Perry, with the Clark Sisters, and so many. And so many more. Kim and I did a wedding for a friend of mine here in Houston, and I've had the opportunities to be on these wonderful stages. I even have my own concert series where I bring in jazz artists, like I brought in last year to the Power Center. I did Alex Bouillon, a renowned pianist, and then Gerald Albright. And so, but then again, I love my local artists, like Dean James and Stephen Richard and Kyle Turner and so many other wonderful musicians.
Hey, Kyle.
But it is an honor.
Yes. Cheers to all of those names. They're so gifted. Some are family, friends. We celebrate you. Absolutely.
That's right.
We had Kyle Turner on the show. He's family. So
we
he's
love it.
For me too.
What's the young lady that plays the sax that you love? Ask him if he knows her.
I'm going to have to ask
Teresa Grayson?
Huh?
Teresa Grayson?
No, not her.
She's good too.
She's from LA.
Yeah, she's good too.
This one from LA. I'll talk to y'all online about that one.
I wanted to ask you a question, and that is, what during the pandemic, what was your creative breakthrough? Because we know that you have, your big project. It hits November 9th. But what during the COVID? I mean, it's like everybody had to shift. It's the new normal, as we were saying. And so everybody had to shift when it came to, how I'm going to, market my music, and you being, a hands-on. I mean, the way you entertain, Kylan, I mean, you're very, like I said, you're an experience. So how were you able to convey that during the pandemic, being that you couldn't be right there and touch your audience and really they can see your facial expressions and really feel the vibration of you? How did you...
Well...
Were there any breakthroughs that you had that just gave you an idea like,
yes. Yeah, to be honest with you, Terry, I'm still having them. I'm having one right now, just sitting here in my living room talking to you. But the reality of it is that it all came from one place. And that is, and here it is for someone, nothing that God is going to do in this season is going to come from outside of you. All of it is on the inside of me. Everything that I've had, everything that I've experienced is not a resource that I went out to. I didn't meet people. God either allowed me to meet people that told me, that pointed toward me and said, dig within. And what COVID did is it caused me, number one, to evaluate what is not important. That's the first thing. It's secondary, yeah. And then it began to say, well, what can I do that I have been doing that I can do right where I am? And it's just amazing. I've got my hand in all types of things, from business. You know, I'm a businessman actually by nature, and singing is actually my gift, but my passion is job creation. But I'm learning that in that, while I'm doing that, and while I'm doing my music, while I'm being a father, while I'm being an entrepreneur, while I'm just being a husband or just whatever, that everything that I need that is crucial to my success is within me. So I dug deep down and said, that's a resource. That's in me. I can sing on my phone. And then here it is. The detail to the mundane is where the miracle is. The detail to the mundane. If you are looking for a stage of 10,000 people, you'll never get it until you master the stage of 10. So if you've got a stage of 10 or 2, then what happens is that's all the big pastors, even Jimmy Kimmel, everybody on TV, they're in a room where there's maybe 2 or 3 people. But the outreach from that is metaphoric, that says what I'm doing in private, the world is about to see on a public display. So those of you watching today, whatever you got going on, get deep within, pull out of you what's on the inside of you. Do it faithfully, like nobody's watching, and watch somebody call you that was.
Love it. Hey, we got a saying to add on to that. When we're praying, we're like, hey, we know our name is being mentioned in rooms that we haven't even stepped foot in yet. So we add that along to that.
Right there.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah. Hey, look, we got about 2 minutes before we go to commercial.
I just have a couple more questions.
Go ahead.
No,
do your, I thought you had a little thing for him.
Yeah, I do. I have so many questions, so I'm just going to kind of rapid fire with you. Is that okay? Can we just do that? Okay. So listen, let me ask you something. Okay, here we go. Your playlist. What's the love-making song on the playlist? Which ones out of your songs? What's the love-making song on the playlist?
Wait a minute. You gonna tell my business? I ain't quick. Hold on. The play song has got to be something by R. Kelly. I don't know which one, but all of them. Amen.
No. Your song that was
On my album, it would be probably the count. Well, it just depends. I think. Wow, I've never had that question before. Let's go with Love Always.
Love Always.
Okay.
Love that. That works.
Yeah.
Love Always. Okay, you ready for the next one?
Yeah,
okay.
You stuck me with that first one there. I'm like,
I know. It's okay. It's okay. If you had to sing a sexy song about a fruit, a piece of fruit, what would you choose? What would be your choice?
Good question.
A strawberry, because it has something that you can hold it with. It has a skin that's edible, and it's also textured, so that means it's not simple, but it also has a center that is through. It has no nut on the inside, so that means when you bite down into it, you get all of the juice, and you can just eat it all the way up, and it's just absolutely delicious.
And
Amen.
there you have it. Well, look how he just passed out with flying colors.
I told you, that first one got me, but I'm normally quick, but
you're doing great.
Got me on that first one.
You're doing just great. Okay, now listen.
Thank you.
Okay, we're going to come back in a second, but let me just ask you this, and this is a simple one. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, which one is your choice?
Winter. You get to wear the turtlenecks and kind of get close to your boot.
That's good. Cuffing season.
That's Love and Black.
It's cuffing season. Hey guys, we are going to go to commercial, but we're going to be right back with a very special letter of the day.
Kiland's still with us. Don't go away.
We'll be right back to Love and Black after these messages.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Ron Carter Cadillac, Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, delivers test drives to your home or office. Enjoy a $9,500 purchase allowance and own the iconic new 2020 Escalade for only $879 a month with just $1 down and no payments for 120 days. Only at Ron Carter Cadillac, Gulf Freeway, just 2 minutes south of the Beltway. Visit roncartercadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
In this coming election, voters 50 plus will make the difference in elections across the state. The time is now to make a plan so you can vote how you choose in this coming election. Eligible voters can vote by mail-in ballot, and all registered voters can vote safely in person early or on voting day. Don't wait, make a plan to vote today. For more voting information, head to aarp.org. I'm Tina Knowles-Lawson, and I'm a proud voter.
And now back to Love and Black with Tory and Teri.
Hey, and we're back. Hey, we've been having a blast tonight with Kiland and listening to his music. Man, we've been having a good time. I know.
It's just been a bit of party the whole time.
Yep.
We have guests. He's here with us.
Yep. So what we want to do right now is our favorite part of the show, when we take your letter and analyze it and all. But this is a special letter, though. So I'm going to go ahead and read it, and you'll see why it's so special to us.
I'm glad you're with us, Kiland.
Dear Tory and Teri, I have been listening to your shows for some time now, and I enjoy and use all of the advice that you provide. I have even ended the toxic relationship that I have been in for 12 years because of the letters that people have written in to you, and I have taken the advice to heart. I am writing to you now for the first time as I want to know, what is it to feel love, and how do I prepare myself for a new relationship? How do I not look or appear to be thirsty? And how do I conduct myself, as you call it, Tory, a Proverb 31 woman? I hope that my letter gets selected because I am one of your top fans. So we love that. Wow. So we are actually...
What an honor.
It is an honor. And we thank you. And you hear us say always, we love you guys. We do love you guys because you keep us going. And with a letter like this, we have a lot, but this one was really special to us because she just went in on the advice. And we hope that we do give good advice. So that's why. If we don't, we want to hear about that too.
Yeah, and you know what? You were asking as far as being a Proverb 31, the best thing that you can do, is uphold your God and put your God first. Everything else, when you're doing your best as far as what the Word says and what God says and what He wants from us, everything else will fall into place beautifully. And just listening to what He has to tell you, He will impart in your spirit what He has for you, what He needs from you. And as a woman of God, that's your priority. He's a jealous God. Once you are a woman of God and you are fully hidden the Word in your heart, the rest it'll take place. It will all unfold for you and beautifully with the Lord's will.
And as you know from watching our shows and all, we always say the number one issue with any of our clients that come in is communication. You have to be able to communicate with your mate. And if you don't, there's an issue there, right? Hey, speaking of communications, where did Kiland go?
Kyle, you there, Kiland?
I am here.
You can help her. You can help her. The confessions, his confessions, that is your new project, right? That's coming out. Yep. Maybe you can kind of give her some cliff notes when it comes to her man.
Okay. Well, let me say first of all, congratulations. Yes, ma'am. Congratulations on the divorce from being toxic or from the toxicity. Here is the first thing that you need to do. You need to focus on being single. Being single is having a single purpose, and a single purpose is developing the character that the Proverb 31 woman has. You don't, because the Bible says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing." Notice that it didn't say, "He that findeth a girlfriend," because, and notice that when he said he finds a wife, that means that the wedding ceremony does not make you the wife. The ring does not make you a wife. In other words, when he finds her, she is already operating in the wife's spirit.
Exactly.
Now, if you're going to apply Proverbs 31, Proverbs 31 says that woman wakes up early. She's going to the market. She's going to develop. She's finding out. She's seeking those things which are good for her house. So you don't need a man to do that. Do that for the house you're in by yourself. Research what makes you happy. Get a 1-year plan, a 6-month plan, a 5-year plan for you. Get your finances in order for you. Develop yourself, and then, because it takes about, I'd say about 16 months to 2 years, not only to be free from a relationship, to get out of the relationship, but to get that relationship out of you. Understand that just because he's gone doesn't mean that he's gone. Because you don't realize really how much toxicity is still left in you until you insert someone else in that place. And then all of a sudden you're talking to that person because you haven't really dealt with.
And you're projecting onto that person as well.
You're projecting.
Yep.
You gotta cleanse. You gotta cleanse.
Yep.
Make sure you cleanse and purify.
That was one of my one of my notes that I was going to bring up. You have to be complete before you go into this new relationship. You have to grieve that relationship as if it was a death. No, we're not wishing any physical harm on someone, but you have to actually grieve that to get it out of your system, as you said, and be able to move on. Pick up a hobby, do some things so your self-worth comes out, your self-esteem is being built. Don't go out immediately looking for a man.
Oh, don't ever
let
look.
that man find you.
Never look.
Never look.
No. And usually the truth is that the one you find right after you break up, that is never the one. The rebound relationship is never the one because you're thirsty. And so here's what you focus on. You focus on getting to know what was wrong in the relationship that you contributed to. Working on that because you're taking that to the next man. And second of all, get in your word and develop healthy relationships, and don't listen to people who are not in healthy relationships. Stop getting toxic advice from people expecting the results to be healthy, because you cannot get toxic information and then apply it to a healthy situation. So get yourself together, watch who's in your ear, divorce yourself from the friends that are toxic as well as the man, and then get yourself a plan for your business and be on your way somewhere, and let him see you when he finds you. Hey, I'm going over here. Are you coming? Because you're a distraction. You're not going to help me be the best woman that I can be. And then the man says, you know what? I like that. I've been looking for a woman because I got all of this and I need someone focused on them, so that I know you focus on me.
Exactly.
Go on and say it. You better say it. We got church in here tonight. Let me just say this, women. Work on being whole first. You are whole. Don't look for anybody to make you whole. You're not two halves. You don't want another half. You don't want a half. You work on your wholeness first. Everything within yourself. Make sure that you're working on you.
Amen.
That way, all of your senses are in operation. You know, what you see, what you hear, what you even state, you know, and what you're thinking. So when you do meet somebody, you're hearing clearly, you're seeing clearly, you have the Holy Spirit with you to give you that download of this, you know, is this something I should entertain? You're much sharper and keener when you work on you and do you first.
Exactly. Also, make sure that man that finds you, make sure he's found himself as well.
Yeah, he's got to be
Make
whole.
sure he's whole. Make sure he has his game together. Whatever it is, don't fall for the representative. When I said about communications earlier, don't just talk surface things. You have to delve deep into what this means to you as far as a relationship, or if you're going to take that next step. So you want him to already be on board with whatever it is that you want out of this, and identify what it is. You know, let that guy know up front, hey, I'm not dating to date. I'm dating for marriage. I'm dating because I'm looking for that person, right, that knows what's going on. I'm being very selective. He has to be complete. He has to, what am I trying to say? I'm sorry. He has to be in line with God and in order and obedience with God first. And
he's got to walk with him.
Exactly.
That is something. Listen. You guys are preaching the gospel. I always say it like this, and I love what you said, Tori. I always say that God is my husband, and as the man, you got to find a man that's already married.
Exactly.
Find a man that's married to God.
That's right.
Because the bride, the Bible says that God is the head of the man, and then that the man is the head of the household. So if he's not submitted to God, then you can't be submitted to him. And here's the last thing I leave you with, Tori. I believe this. I always say it like this: patience is the weapon that forces deception to reveal itself.
Ooh.
Patience is the weapon that forces deception to reveal itself. If you are patient long enough, somebody is going to reveal to you their true intention. Just wait them out.
So in other words,
that's what.
So look, in other words, we can say when that person shows you who they are, believe them.
Yep.
As well
believe them.
Exactly. And that's why I said when you work on your wholeness, your senses are so much keener. Because now you're good. You're at peace and you're working in harmony within yourself. It can come or not because you're in a good place. You like you. Yeah. You like being with you. You like your own company. And so this way, when someone's coming, don't even be so excited to be in their company that you're doing a lot of talking. Listen. Because with you listening, it will be revealed. Just like you said, Kiland, it will be revealed. Exactly. That's absolutely right, honey. They will show you who they are. Allow them.
Yeah. Again, make sure this gentleman that you're seeing, make sure he's empathetic to things. Make sure he's a caring person. If he has children, I mean, you don't want to be in that position where he has a child from 3 or 4 different women. Believe me, it's real. We run across it. Or you don't want to be in a situation where this guy is taking more interest in himself than the children. If he's all suited up and got a nice ride and a nice home and everything, but then you see how his children are living, you have to think twice about this guy because either he's selfish or he's, that's a big red flag. Either he's selfish or he's just into himself. And again, like you said, Kiland, it's going to be revealed.
I think the best thing to do, I mean, there's so many things we could tell her not to do or, don't look for this type. But what you should do is wait on the Lord. That's what you should do. Yes. And in the meantime, live your life. Don't think that you're going to begin living your lilife once this man comes. Live your life now. If you've gone through a breakup or you were heartbroken or whatever, surround yourself with people that love you, that just really love on you and continue to, encourage you that you are lovable.
Hey, baby, I have a question for you.
Sure.
So you just said to this person, and we said to a lot of people about waiting for the Lord to bring it. So what are some examples of waiting for the Lord? Because they're going to be like, what do I do? How do I wait?
You live. You go back to school and you take that class. You learn a new language. You go ahead and you start doing yoga now, if that's something that you thought that you might want to start doing. You meditate. You start a book club. You do things that feed your soul. Yep. While you are waiting on the Lord. The Lord's got it.
Well, here's another thing. One of the things I've learned about waiting on the Lord, when God speaks, he speaks in the now. And he's so powerful that the now feels like it's going to happen now. This is what I had to learn. I had to divorce my calendar. Woo. I had to get out of my mind
God's time.
That by now he would have sent him.
Exactly.
By the winter, he would have said, get rid of the way you think, because in most times you haven't failed. You know what's failed most times, guys? What's failed is what you had in mind. And if you can get what you had in mind and relinquish that and stop worshiping at the altar of your own opinion, then you'll be able to see that God has something better, because he says, my thoughts are not your thoughts. My ways are not your ways. He says, eyes have not seen nor ears have heard, neither entered to the heart of man. I'm going to give you someone that's going to make you feel like you're not good enough. Exactly. The only way you're going to get that is if you wait on me. Stop telling me, God, by Christmas, I'm not going to spend another holiday. No. God says, I got something for you, but it's going to come in my timing, because I'm getting him ready. I'm getting the X out of his life. I'm calling his child. Come on. So many things.
We're excited.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Hey, we're unfortunately we're at the end of the show, and we love having you on. So you got to come back.
You got to come back.
Yeah. Thank you. And can you just quickly, because we got 2 minutes, can you let the audience know where they can find your music and where you're going to be?
Yes. Well, my music, my name is Kiland. That's spelled Kiland. You can put that in your Google engine, and it'll probably show you most of where I am. But if you want to follow me, in particular with music, on your Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, wherever you buy music, just put in Kiland, and a couple projects are going to show up. I've got some inspirational things out. I've got some love things out. And more importantly, on November 9th, I'm going to be celebrating the His Love Confessions album. If you want to find out more information upon me, IG is my Kiland Entertainment on Instagram. And Kiland Norris is my full name, and that's where I am on Facebook. Once again, thank you all for coming out. Please support me. Every Thursday night, I am at the Roof in Sugarland. It's a wonderful restaurant right there off of Highway 6 and Highway 6 and 59. We're there every Thursday night with live jazz. My brother
We're
Stephen
going to catch
Richard
you there,
and I
brother.
do that.
We are going to catch you
Appreciate
there. Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank y'all for having us.
Oh my God, we love you. We love you, and we are so happy for you. And congratulations on the new album.
Thank
and
you.
I'm just so glad that you are with us today. Continue blessing everyone. You bless us, and we thank you. Yeah. We really do.
Thank you so much. It's Friday night, y'all.
Friday night, we get ready to get with it. We get ready to get with it. Thanks, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Likewise, thank you.
Yeah. See you later, bro. Hey guys, we talked a lot about what you should do as a woman when looking into a new relationship.
We ran out of time.
Just make sure. I mean, we hit the nail on the head so many times. Put God first. Let Him work it out for you.
Yeah.
Do all of these things that my wife was mentioning, that Kylie was mentioning, and that I was mentioning, and you will be a better person for it in the long run.
Not our will, Lord, your will.
Exactly. Hey, catch us on Tuesday night for radio on Gospel Radio Nation, where we will be. Who we have?
Well, we have the team. Oh, it's a married couple. So it's
got a married couple.
Yeah, we have a married couple on, so you can join us. But that's Gospel Radio Nation on Tuesday nights.
Yes.
Marriage Talk Tuesdays with us. Yep. Tory and Teri.
And you'll see us here next Friday night.
Yeah.
We're going to be pulling that name out of the box. See who wins the gift this week, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for joining us. Have a wonderful weekend. We love you. Take care.
Talk to you later.
Good night.